after all kinds of weird chicanery and skullduggery. Oh no, there goes my mic. I finally managed to get OBS to not only record using the hardware encoder, but also to use all the frames that I wanted to use. So now I will attempt to continue to play Dead Cells at this absurd difficulty. And just for fun, I'm gonna change my outfit. Let's see, I've got that outfit. I want to do conjunctivitis. Enraged, revolted, legendary conjunctivitis. Ooh. Oh wow, so my audio desyncs apparently on the routine. So this is going to get really interesting because I can't hear any of the monsters preparing to attack. So let's see what we got today. Ooh, we got, is that knockback or parry shield? I think that's knockback shield. Oh, I got the pointy shield, and I got punishment. And let's see, I got giant killer. Well, you know what? Let's go tactics all the way. Yeah, knockback shield. You can go there. I'm gonna have my door, and I'm gonna have my corrosive cloud. All right, I really like the blowgun for various reasons, but that's the main reason. Is you can hit things from far away, and it does crits from behind, so it like insta kills a lot of enemies on this level. Sorry, you can stay poisoned to death. I'm not gonna look for hidden traps. I don't need to hide from my. Oh wow, that's gonna get me. Corrosive cloud, save me. Too prideful. That's what I am. I'm gonna leave that carrot because I'm probably gonna need that carrot. Oh, those guys are really easy to kill with this thing. Well, that was dumb. I don't need to do that. Alright, mage. You can stay poisoned. I'll leave the carrot because if I don't want to waste my time. Poison is a stat that's really useful. Look at all those poison stacks. So many poison stacks. I got my shrapnel axes. It's probably a bad idea to try and do this without a shield, but I don't have one. I don't need one. You can't catch me. Oh, yep, he caught me. And I'm out of ammo. Oh ho ho ho! I don't like that. Eat the poison. And I'm gonna die. Oh, I didn't die. Shocking. Look at that carrot. Oh, I guess it's faster to just go this way. Precious, precious carrots. God's gift to humankind. Oh, well, my melee's increased because I'm going through this level very slowly. And you know what? I'm just going to take that and increase my melee's even more. Because why not? Yeah, son. Give it to me. Just when will you die already? Yeah, sapphire amulet. All purple all the time. Gonna leave that one. Let's go down here. I did some grinding on my own, and I'm fairly confident that I can at least get to the first boss, assuming I don't screw it up on the first level. And I did beat conjunctivitis, so I think I might even try going. Well, actually with this build I probably won't, but I'll probably go promenade with this build. But if I can beat conjunctivitis, I can probably beat any of the bosses at level 1. Any of those first tier bosses. Yeah. Ooh. Too bad. That's a really fun weapon. Oh, I got Crusher. Yeah, let's slow down and violently crush enemies in the zone. So I need to create a zone. Oh. Oh, there we go. Nothing exciting was happening, but I thought I would introduce more sound. Any of the YouTube audience that just listens to this in the background, which apparently is what people do, I guess. Oh, oh, wow. Ah, yep, yeah, there it goes. Okay, I need a shield. It's just too useful. Like, I don't know. Shields are like a critical element in this game. And you automatically get one at the starting item selection, so there's no reason not to. Sell that. Could go brutality, could go survival. I don't know, I could even go... It's actually a pretty good mix. Let's go brutality. So I'll sell that. We'll need that window. So phaser. So now I have a shield. Not like I need it for that first set, but you know, stuff happens. Okay, yep, need it now. Okay, bonus attack damage. Come on. Ow. That's lame. Over here. There we go. Let's get a brutality. So there's a sword over there. Oh. There we go. Okay. So if I do brutality, I want regen as early as possible, but the two best... Brutality doesn't have, like, the best regen in the world. Basically, the way brutality regen works is you either have to, like, dodge really good or, like, kill lots of things very quickly. Which I suppose isn't a bad thing. Excuse me. Oh, no way. I'm not getting hit by that. Not falling for your tricks. Yeah. Actually, katana might work with that because it's based on attack damage. If I go with that mount, because it's frenzy. Put a door up, break it, and then give me that brutality. Over here, man. No, I don't need it. Whoa. I like how the little rose petals or cherry blossoms or whatever just like fly by when you do that attack. It's kind of nice. Over here. Oh, snap. Put that door down. Escape. See ya. Oh, heck yes. Got my hook. 2, 1. Come on. Whoa. Whap. Get out of there. Over here. Yeah, there we go. Nope, can't use punishment with this build. Too bad. Special health kit. And I could do gastronomy, I guess, because that doesn't really scale, so it wouldn't really be a total waste of a slot. I'm starting to get less afraid of taking on melees, so... Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We got brutality. Do I really want to spend money at this point? Yeah, we'll hold off. Okay. So Promenade of the Condemned, which is not going to be good for this build. And the reason that that's bad for this build is because the enemies aren't clustered enough. Ooh, phaser's useful, but cluster grenade is going to be useful. Let's go down here. sure everyone watching is really tired of seeing this level, but trust me, if you think you're tired of seeing this level, I am very tired of seeing this level. I have played through many times, and the prisoner's quarters is not the boringest level. I think the boringest level is probably the Arboretum, but... Okay, come on. There we go. So unlock that. Where do I want to go? I guess we should go down. If I had to pick an exciting level, I want to say I really like the Graveyard, which is weird because it's not that exciting of a level like design. Like it's pretty similar every time, but I really like that level. And I like Fractured Shrines. That's a good one. Yeah, Eliteify. Melee's cleared. I don't know what happens when I max out Melee's. I really should have looked that up. But if I'm gonna pick a level that I actually like, I most certainly would say Fractured Shrines or what's it called? Shoot, I like the Distillery, even though I always die in the Distillery. I've only beaten it like once. That one's pretty good. A lot of the DLC levels are pretty good. It's not like their level design was bad on any of the original levels, but they definitely put a lot of thought into the DLC, and it's absolutely worth it. And Twinmotion, if you're hearing this, you should. That's like free promotion right there. Let's do grenades. I'm gonna do a grenade run. Double grenade. Look at that. Now I just need a fire grenade. Oof. Alright, which one should I do? You know what? Even though I don't like it, I'm going to do Arboretum. Let's see if I can resync my audio while we're doing this. Advanced audio settings. Try that. The audio cues help a lot when it comes to blocking. I mostly play without sound anyway, so it's not a big deal, but it definitely, I notice an improvement in my performance. Ooh, it auto poisons. Well, that's useful. Small amount of HP. No, not Vengeance, although that one's useful. I might do Vengeance. Another one, where is it? Adrenaline. Melee attacks with a small amount of HP, depending on attack damage for 5 seconds after dodging an attack at the last moment. I actually haven't practiced that one, so I'm not going to do that one. Let's do Gastronomy, because it doesn't... I don't think it scales, so I don't have to worry about investing in survival. And it turns food from totally useless to totally awesome. Actually, food is not useless. Food is very useful, but it's also... Gastronomy makes food, like, almost better than using your potion. Hit me, man. Oh. Don't like that. Yeah, okay. Oh, no way. I wish it would attack enemies for once. Ah, over here. These freaking things. Oh, oh my god, I almost died there. That guy does a lot of damage if he hits you successfully. My Melee's tier is increased. Oh, wow, that was fun and exciting. I'm starting recording again. Alright, so, yeah, that was apartment living. Okay, here we go. Ah, I missed him. Have some poison. I love poison. I don't know how that parried because I was like behind it, but whatever. I mean, I guess technically it parries in like a little dome. I don't know the exact hitbox. I just kind of have an intuitive sense of where the hitbox is. Oh, over here. Oh, I missed it. Oh, that's too bad. Get out of there. Alright. Sorry, bro. Couldn't handle it. Okay. There we go. So there's a merchant over there, but that's probably the whole thing. There we go. So that guy's gonna turn elite. Wow, just die already, man. There we go. Ah! Okay. Wow, I missed it. How do I hit this freaking thing? There we go. Hit me, bro. Come on. There we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Even with a potion, my release tier is pretty high. What can I say? I like the food. Ow. I might die because I don't think this regen's good enough. Yep, I died. You can see that conjunctivitis eye. Let's try again. This time let's do... Well, let's see what the items are first. But I'm thinking I might go with a different regen, but still do brutality. Oh, my puppy's right here. And she does not like when I mention her. She looks at me like, how could you do such a thing? Oh, puppy. Alright. Let's see. We got double. We got, ooh, fire. Can't beat fire. Punch. Frantic sword. That'll be really useful for me because I'm always very low health. You know what? Can't say no to fire. Let's do some fire. Fire. Blood shield. Oh wow, I could actually do a status effects run. That would be pretty good. I'll just let that run out. I'm not going back. So fire, the torch does not crit by itself, but because it uses status effects, it's very useful, especially at this level because everything has like a lot of item stats, and the very lowest tier ones are like do X additional damage to an enemy that has this status effect. So if you like are inflicting a lot of different status effects, it actually multiplies your damage a lot. So for those of you watching who are actually good at this game, are wondering why I don't constantly level my items and gear, I would, generally speaking, at lower levels I would do that to try and maximize my stats. But the problem is that it's very expensive, so I wind up not doing it a lot of the time because of that. Yeah, okay, hit. So I usually won't do that until like the last couple of levels because the money is just too much. I can't afford that. Although honestly, at this difficulty, there's a lot of money. More than I would have thought. Oh, well, improved bloodthirsty shield, why not? So I mostly pay attention to item level for like the first 3 levels of play, and then subsequently start leveling up. Usually after the second boss is when I start spending a lot of money on leveling, but that may not be a good strat now. I'm not sure. I really should like watch other people play, but I don't. I tend to watch other people play games that I would myself not play or I wouldn't be very good at, like Super Mario Maker. I'm not a significantly good platformer person. I played like Super Mario Odyssey and like Super Mario. I played a lot of the 3D ones. And then like back in the 90s, I played like, you know, everybody played Super Mario in the 90s unless their parents believed he was the devil, which how could he be? He's probably Catholic. So, I mean, well, okay, that's fair. My parents thought that too. But the point I'm trying to ramble to is that, generally speaking, the only platformers I played were in the 90s. I tried playing old Super Metroid, which I remember playing as a kid, and like obsessively so, and playing it as an adult, I was like, this is ridiculous. How could anyone play this? It's not like a terrifically hard game, but the platforming was very janky to me, and I think it's just because of how I play. And to be fair, the jumping in this is, compared to a lot of platformers, super slow. So, you know, maybe that's the element. Is it slow enough for me? But I felt like Metroid was too slow and floaty. At least Super Metroid was. I'm not good at it. I recognize it's a very good game, it's a very important game, but I just was playing it and I was like, this is good, but I'm not cut out for this. I watch people speedrun it and I'm just like, oh wow. Get your head in the game, man, come on. Maybe I really need to just start pumping myself up by playing High School Musical music to get my head in the game. High School Musical, a film that I hadn't watched until I was 27. Which, to be fair, I think I was an adult when it came out, which is really sad. Oh, so old. Let's see here. You know what? It's just, look, it's a 2X. There's a knockback shield. There's this Wings of the Crow, which is like, I don't know, it reminds me of Inuyasha for some reason. You're just flying around on this like cloud of lightning. Let's just do it. Ow, God, ow. I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna die. Let's get out of here. Yeah, that's right, you don't know what to do about this. There we go. Okay, so symmetrical lance, good item if there's a lot of enemies, terrible item if there isn't. I would not want to get in a boss fight with this. Not unless the boss like drops mobs, which does not happen in a lot of the boss fights. It only really happens in, I guess it happens in the Scarecrow boss fight, and I have had a lot of trouble with Scarecrow. And it also happens in, shoot, the end one, the one that matters, the Hand of the King. Which, speaking of, I have not memorized any of the attack patterns or anything. I just have a more intuitive sense of what the attack patterns are. The only one I think that I have a complete grasp on is like conjunctive, all the level ones, and that like conjunctivitis, the tick, and the concierge, who quite frankly, the game's, when you beat the concierge on perfect, the game's like a trophy for the least amazing accomplishment, and quite frankly, it's pretty accurate. He's very easy to predict. He really only has a couple of moves, and especially if you do a lot of damage very quickly, like if you have the infinite bow or you have a bunch of traps, it confuses the AI, and it kind of just stands there and just takes everything. It gets very confused very quickly. So I don't bother with worrying too much about him if I go that way. I don't think I've lost that boss fight since like 2 cells. Hit me. Oh wow, that timing was bad. Good thing I can dodge. For any of you who are wondering why I would keep uploading videos of me not succeeding, personally, I enjoy watching Let's Plays of people who don't know what they're doing, so I will probably try a different game in the future, just for funsies, but I don't really have anything super short right now. Might do a Machinarium playthrough. And it's like, this game is like nominally quite short, but it's very hard. Alright, I don't want to die, so... Next. Okay. So if I do regen, there's a couple of options for regen. I'm not going to use my pot, even though I should. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use my pot. There we go. So he doesn't do a lot. And, oh wow. That was a waste. That was a waste of potion power. Maybe I should just get Vampirism. Vampirism is for players who like to not dodge attacks. And I'm gonna put that door down. Over here. Yeah. Ooh, a colorless rapier. It does like half the damage of my symmetrical lance though, so it's not worth it. Okay, let's deal with this person. Okay, melee's cleared. Let's sell this legendary. Deal with all these rats. Hit me, man, hit me. There we go. That rat moves around like my dog. Like, very confused. My dog is wonderful, but she also is young and confused and frightened of many things, such as a bus or a person wearing a mask. Which happened, she met my coworker today, and he is a very gentle human being, but let's be honest, my poor dog was like, oh my god, who is this masked stranger? They must be up to no good. She was very alarmed. Sorry, what? Well, the reason that Luna does not freak out when we wear masks is because she knows us. But when other people are wearing masks, particularly in settings where she does not feel confident, like in the car or out on the town or at the dog park, she doesn't really know what to make of these faceless people walking around. Regardless of how much it freaks her out, wear a mask. Yeah, I'm very pro-mask. For those watching who have made it this far into this, I am a healthcare worker, and I must tell you, wear a mask. Please wear a mask when you go out. If you hear things that say, oh, well, masks don't work, it's accurate when people say the mask will not necessarily protect you from danger. That is an accurate thing to say. It is, however, reasonable if everyone wears a mask. Basically, when you breathe out, all the crap that you breathe out just falls on the mask and not on other people. And so if everyone wears a mask, then basically the virus doesn't spread very effectively. I don't know how to tell you how to care about other people. Also, my wonderful spouse, I don't think you're getting picked up because I lowered the noise gate on the recording, so I don't think anyone can hear you. I apologize. Yeah, so my spouse is the voice in my head, apparently, which is very odd and probably bad. That sounds bad. Wear masks, says the voice in my head. Care about other people. Care about other people. I got my COVID booster today, and I'm not dead. Check it out. I've been vaccinated for almost a year, and I'm not dead. And you'll hear people in the exciting new religious movement known as QAnon. You'll hear them talk about how people were supposed to be dead in 3 months, but no one I know who's been vaccinated, which at this point is dozens, oh wow, dead. Is that karma? Probably not. Anyway, no one I know who's been vaccinated is dead, and that's crazy. I haven't, that I don't know. I've only, as far as deaths go from COVID, it's all been secondary for me, but that's because in my circle, pretty much everybody got vaccinated. One of the big issues is, so the computer I'm using to encode and record this video uses a Ryzen 7, or is it a 5? I don't know, it's a 6-core Ryzen. And I've been an AMD guy for like, I don't have a lot of brand loyalty to anything, but I have a lot of brand loyalty to AMD ever since I had my first Athlon. So I worked hard for that Athlon. What did I do? Well, first, let's go blood. Blood sword. That thing. And we're going to sell this marksman's bow. Okay. So I worked hard for my very first computer. My parents believed in child labor only as so far as it applied to their children. So basically, my father said, I will get you will get a computer. All right, we would build it together, but the components require money, and the way that you're going to get that money is I will pay you $60. This is in like 1990 something. I don't know when that was. It was the 90s. I will pay you money, and well, not really money. I will pay you the equivalent of $60 to. Wow, I just took a lot of damage for no reason. I will pay you significant amounts of money to build this computer. So I will pay for all the components, I'll pay for the case, I'll do all of that. And keep in mind, computer cases have not changed since '96. I know for a fact because ATX is the normal form factor for a desktop, and that's been around for freaking forever. So my father paid me, I worked all summer. Basically, we had this new house, and there was, the previous owners didn't want to do any gardening at all. So what they did is they laid down like AstroTurf with like a plastic layer, and we did not like that. It affected a lot of stuff. So I completely redid, I like tore up that plastic layer. God, I must have been like 13. And I redid all this stuff and, you know, rebuilt this entire, like, I covered over gravel. I did this huge long section. It was like hundreds of feet long. It was a lot of work. I did all this stuff. And my dad sent me, my dad paid me in the form of essentially, we built a computer. So motherboard, CPU, RAM, very crummy video card. It was like back in the day, I'm trying to think, what was it? It was a GeForce. It was like an NVIDIA something. But it was like, I think it was before, it was definitely not like made by any brand that anyone's ever heard of. It was by far one of the cheapest things you could possibly make. And I had a AMD Athlon CPU. It was a big deal because before that I had a Pentium 133, which was unable to play my favorite game at the time, a game that I will possibly attempt to stream, which was Frogger 3D. I couldn't play Frogger 3D on maximum settings. I really liked that game. I don't know why. I think it was because a friend of mine had it on his Nintendo or on his PlayStation or something. And so I was very sad because I couldn't play it at full frames. So my new computer had an Athlon, oh God, I don't even remember what it was. It was something Athlon, and it had 333 megahertz, which for those of you who know anything about computers, you know that that's nothing now. That's nothing. I have 1 HP, so I'm too busy talking about that first computer that I built. That was all mine. Nobody could claim it. I have 1 HP, which is basically the same as being cursed, so I'll probably die here. Yep, there we go. Athlon. That thing was great. I could play everything I wanted. It probably had like 16 megabytes of RAM. I don't care. But that thing was awesome. And I have some nostalgia. The computer that it would slowly get added onto, and like things would change over time. And what eventually became the computer that I built in like 2009, like there were pieces of it that were still that original computer. That thing was great. Of course, now it's like when you're fully employed and can actually afford stuff, it makes a big difference. So let's see. I'm gonna put this in my backpack. I'm gonna do a crossbow build on this run. Let's see if I actually get anywhere. Oh man, that computer was great for the time. I didn't know anything about anything then, so it was fine. So when I was, I used to play a lot of competitive stuff, and so I really liked. I had a gaming rig that was pretty good. I spent like $1,500 on a video card, things like that. But the core of that computer was pieces of the original one that I built were still part of that, and it was something. It was like a childhood memory. Oh, it was great. Oh, and that computer's still around actually. Like pieces of it. It's like Theseus's ship. So what happened was all the components eventually got replaced, and that is now my spouse's gaming PC. So currently, all the hard drive, like the only thing that's the same is the case and maybe the CD drive. Dear spouse, I cannot hear you when you whisper. What did you say? Oh, it's also used for illustration. You can look up my spouse on Tumblr. Do you want me to plug your Tumblr? There are 3 people who watch this channel. One of them is a dear friend of mine. The other 2 are random strangers. Thanks for watching, random strangers. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. And if you are part of a traditionally disadvantaged minority, let me reassure you that from this cis white man that your lives are valued, but also I haven't overthrown any of the institutions that have made your lives hell. So I apologize. So my spouse's Tumblr is Yarrowseed. You should check it out. Fabulous. If you liked that content and are one of the elite 1% of viewers who made it to the end of this video, why not subscribe to my channel? It's so easy and it gives me affirmation, but not filthy lucre because I'm not nearly popular enough. I also have made other videos like this one. Not enough shameless self-promotion for you? I also have a whole series where I utterly fail to complete Dead Cells. And it's already 3 hours of me just smashing into walls. It's pretty rough. Anyway, that's all I got.